What's up, gamers? It's your boy, How To Reacted Up 421 here, and today we're going to be doing another really epic reaction video. I've got a brand new video that I haven't made, and I'm going to react to it. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this brand new reaction video. Be sure to smash like, and let's have a look at what we got today. What's up, gamers? It's your boy, How To Reacted Up 421 here, and today we're going to be doing another really epic reaction video. I've got a brand new video that I haven't made, and I'm going to react to it. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this brand new reaction video. Be sure to smash like, and let's have a look at what we got today. What's up, gamers? It's your boy, How To Reacted Up 421. This is pretty good. And today we're going to be doing another really epic reaction video. I've got a brand new video that I haven't made, and I'm going to react to it. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this brand new reaction video. Be sure to smash like, and let's have a look at what we got today. Good video. What's up, gamers? It's your boy, How To Reacted Up 421. This is pretty good. And today we're going to be doing another really epic reaction video. I've got a brand new video that I haven't.
Like a demonic god, he watches and reacts over all of us.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Retrospect, the series where we go over the history of a channel that's either 6 feet under or about to be put down there. And today's case is a channel that is in dire need of a very swift burial.
No resting, 100%, 24/7 grind.
There was a time when Jinx was deemed the most talentless YouTuber on all of the platform, and even today a lot of people will still deem him a content thief. And I'm not saying that either of these accusations are wrong. There's actually a lot of evidence to support these two claims. Just in case you're unaware of who Jinx is, he's a reaction channel, and if you know anything about YouTube at all, that's likely already raised a few red flags. There's a lot of stereotypes around reaction channels even today. They're deemed lazy, low effort, and in some cases deliberate theft of other people's content. And the reason these stereotypes exist is because of Jinx and the drama he got himself involved in. Whether you love him, hate him, or even know that he exists, it's fair to say that Jinx has had a massive impact on fair use, video claims, and the way that people see those things. You could argue that Jinx's videos have broken copyright law on numerous occasions, and I'd be willing to bet that during his prime, he probably broke copyright law a couple of times a day. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how all of this came about, how Jinx went from being just another terrible reaction channel to the perfect example of how not to make YouTube content, and how he has arguably had an impact on transformative content that is still knocking about today. So with that all said and done, and without further ado, sit back, put on your reaction hats, and let's take a nosedive into the complete history of YouTube's most infamous reaction channel. Desmond Anthony Layden Brady created the Jinx channel on the 30th of April 2013. According to Desmond himself, the reason he chose the name Jinx was because he was born on Friday the 13th, a day that is supposed to be extremely unlucky according to superstition. However, prior to calling himself Jinx, it appears that Desmond referred to himself as Star Brady, Brady being his last name, and Star being extremely egotistical. Even today, if you go to Jinx's YouTube channel, you'll see that the URL for his channel page is Star So Silly, which was likely the original name of his YouTube channel. And if you're brave enough to scroll back to his oldest videos, you'll see that he actually refers to himself as Star Brady in his earliest... I don't want to call them creations because they're not, they're just shit. Initially, Jinx Star... Wait, no. I just made a Keemstar joke without even realising. God damn. Initially, Jinx started out on YouTube doing vlogs. His earliest videos come from a series called As the World Turns, in which he would vlog places from around the globe. Apparently, each season would be set in a different country, and thankfully, this series never got past the first season, which was set in Japan. It's no wonder that there's only 5 of these vlogs, because they're all absolutely atrocious. For a start, I can barely understand what anyone's saying. One of the only words I was able to discern from the first episode of these vlogs was cocaine.
Look at the bestie. She ate some sushi. Now she depressed. Boy, Dre the chef. And I ain't talking about cocaine either.
However, the most abysmal thing about these vlogs is that they're all filmed on a phone in portrait mode. And the video isn't even centre of the screen either, it's slightly to the right, so well done for setting off my OCD. And as much as I'd love to show you some more terrible clips from these god-awful vlogs, I'm afraid Jinx is very fond of saying the N-word in these videos. In fact, he drops one every few sentences, and we all know what YouTube and the general internet thinks of that word nowadays, so for the sake of my monetization, I think we'll leave these vlogs here. The vlogs lasted from June to September of 2013, and then, after a few months of no uploads, Jinx started uploading relatable rant videos in December of 2013. You know those really terrible Facebook videos where someone will make a joke or a rant about a relatable moment? Yeah, Jinx started making those for an entire year, and they're just as terrible as they sound.
So here's a video for all you girls out there with big thighs. You are absolutely beautiful. Like, seriously, can I marry you?
Or would you shut up?
You have nightmares every night, like you don't have nice dreams, fairy tales, happy endings. You just got nightmares every night. Yo ass ugly.
They're not funny, they're not even relatable, they're not even coherently made. It's just Jinx sitting in a poorly lit room, rambling about something you can't even hear most of the time because the background music is too loud. Like, this wouldn't even appeal to the people that watch Facebook relatable videos, and I think that says more about this content than I could ever say. I'm genuinely willing to bet that these videos' thumbnails were made in Microsoft Paint. Like, most of them are just the same picture of him in some sort of pose, with text just thrown into the corner of the picture. Like, you could put these together in Paint in, like, a minute, probably less. Jinx stops making these relatable rant videos in December of 2014, approximately a year after he started making them. And then, after a couple months of complete radio silence again, Jinx uploads his very first reaction video on February the 16th, 2015. The video in question is titled Top 5 Pranks Gone Wrong Reaction. That's right, he's reacting to prank videos, a genre on YouTube that is arguably just as bad, if not worse, than reaction videos. And just to top all that off, the video begins with a terrible EDM intro that he likely bought on Fiverr. Like, you couldn't make this up if you tried. I think, at this point, it is safe to assume that Jinx has never made a good video. And never will. Oh my god, he's reacting to Deji. Well, I say reacting, he watches the clip in its entirety and doesn't say a thing, but still, it's Deji. This video somehow keeps getting worse and worse and worse the more I watch it. Now, this was Jinx's first reaction video. It was made over 4 years ago by this point in time, and yet you might notice that it's exactly the same as the reaction videos he makes today. There is very little difference between this and his newest reaction videos. In fact, the only difference I could see is that Jinx speaks ever so slightly more now. That's it. This is an extremely dangerous situation for a channel. It's the same kind of trap that the likes of Behind the Meme and Leafy is Here got caught in. The idea that your content does not change and does not improve over sometimes literally years. I just said Leafy and literally in the same sentence, kill me. The point is, this is an extremely dangerous situation for a channel. If a channel's content doesn't change, improve, or evolve over time, then it will eventually lead to that channel completely stagnating. And then you've got to couple that with the fact that Jinx's videos weren't good in the first place, and that he was essentially ripping off other people's content to create his own videos. And if you put all that together, it's no surprise that Jinx's channel went the way it did. The beginning of Jinx's reaction videos also symbolises the beginning of a massive spike in growth for the Jinx YouTube channel. and this surge in growth and popularity lasted for pretty much the entirety of 2015. As much as I hate to say it, and as unoriginal and poorly made as these reaction videos are, they are what triggered the prime of Jinx's YouTube channel. 2015 was without a doubt Jinx's prime, and arguably the only year of solid and consistent growth that Jinx ever had. His prime started when he began making reaction videos, and his prime lasted for as long as those videos were deemed acceptable content. By March of 2015, approximately a month after he started making reaction videos, the Jinx channel had 40,000 subscribers. By December 2015, it had 1.3 million. Now, while Jinx did somehow manage to build himself a sizable audience, most of his subscribers weren't supporting him long term. Jinx has what I like to call a high subscriber turnover. People will come to his channel, subscribe, watch a few videos, and then stop supporting him, therefore becoming dead subscribers. A lot of Jinx's subscribers only found his channel because they were searching for the videos he was reacting to, and it's very likely that they stopped supporting very shortly after they'd watched his reaction to said video. And in a similar vein, Jinx's views are also quite sporadic. The relevancy and popularity of what he's watching will entirely dictate how many views the video gets. And Jinx was cranking out these reaction videos at a very quick rate, sometimes uploading a couple a day. And this means that his views would constantly jump up and down depending on what he was reacting to and how popular it was. Even during 2015, Jinx's prime, his views were incredibly sporadic, constantly jumping up and down. However, this was the year that Jinx got the most consistently good views. His highest views would consist of a few million. His lowest views would consist of a few 100,000. And these are the kind of views that Jinx would never see again following 2015. Following all this success, Jinx set up a second channel on the 18th of May 2015. It was initially called Jinx Reload, but it's had a slew of different names over the years. It initially started out as a music channel. Jinx has always tried to make music, and to be fair, it is slightly better than his reaction videos. If I were to rate his music, I'd say it's at the level of every wannabe SoundCloud rapper, so make of that what you will, I suppose. Using his primary channel, Jinx was able to promote his new music channel and get it to about 220,000 subscribers by the end of 2015. However, even during the short period this channel was actually growing, it never did very well, and it never ever managed to surpass 220,000 subscribers. And this is because, like I said earlier, a lot of Jinx's subscribers aren't sticking around for long. They're not coming to Jinx to support his original content, they're coming to his channel because they want to find the things he's reacting to. Despite this though, by June of 2015, Jinx was actually doing quite well for himself. He had a primary channel that was growing quickly and getting decent views per video, and he had a secondary channel that was much smaller but slowly beginning to grow. However, this success wouldn't last long, and by August of 2015, we can already see it beginning to fade. On the 22nd of August 2015, Grade A Underray uploaded a video calling out Jinx and his brother, CJ So Cool, for the terrible reaction videos that they made. I'm not going to get into Jinx's brother in this video, just know that he's even worse than Jinx, a really trashy human being, and sadly still has a channel that's alive and growing today. I've already made a video on CJ So Cool discussing why he's a generally despicable human being, and I'd obviously recommend that if you want to hear more about him. Grade A probably wasn't the first YouTuber to call Jinx out. However, he was the first really popular YouTuber to do it. At this point in time, 2015, Grade A Underray was one of the most popular commentary channels on all of YouTube, and this really did make a lot of people aware of Jinx and his content thieving actions. A few months later, in October of 2015, I Hate Everything made a video calling out a series of reaction channels, and amongst those reaction channels was Jinx. And then a couple months after that, in December of 2015, Jinx was called out by Jax Films for reacting to a video that Jax Films had made.
I've read your comments for 4 years now, been trying to make it better, but I never knew how.
Yo, Jinx, that was a dope-ass video, man. That was just hella tight. I really like the part where you played my video in its entirety. and then didn't really react to it, just kind of sat there. I also like the part where you added virtually no insight. You just kind of rambled on for about 5 minutes and missed the point entirely.
Jacksfilm's call-out was arguably the most damaging for Jinx, because it actually sparked a drama alert about the entire situation. On the same day as Jacksfilm's video was uploaded, December 11th, 2015, a drama alert also appeared, in which both Jacksfilms and Jinx both went on the show to debate if Jinx was stealing content or not. And let's just say, it didn't go very well for Jinx.
This is freebooting. What I really did not like was that my video, which was a culmination of about 4 years of work, I just feel like a proper reaction video doesn't quite do that. They'll upload highlights of the video, and to me that's like no better than freebooting, what you find on Facebook all the time. And if
Jinx,
you watch
are you stealing people's content? I mean, I'm sure people criticize you of stealing their content to, you know, make a profit off it. Is that what's going on?
No, see, that's the thing. I get where Jack is coming from. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people in a lot of my videos, they're like, you're not really saying anything.
And if all that wasn't bad enough, iDubbbz then dropped a content cop on Jinx, literally 48 hours after the Jacksfilms video and the drama alert. Essentially, Jinx got shit on from every single side. While many other YouTubers also called Jinx out, these 5 YouTubers were, in my opinion, the 5 main instances. And what you must consider is that these 5 YouTubers are not only very popular, but they're also very different to one another. They all make different kinds of content, they all appeal to different YouTube audiences, and this in itself was probably the most damaging thing for Jinx. People from all different corners of YouTube were suddenly made aware of Jinx and his content thieving actions. Now, during all this controversy, other than calling a load of people out, continuing to make shitty reaction videos, and trying to prove that those reaction videos aren't deliberate content theft, Jinx thought it would be a brilliant idea to try and upload some different content onto his channel to prove that he could do more than just reaction videos. Now, just before this controversy started off, on the 8th of August 2015, Jinx had released an EP called Rap of All Trades, and at the time of its release it hadn't done very well because, again, nobody comes to Jinx because they like his content. They come to Jinx because they were looking for the video he was watching. So in an effort to shake some of this drama, Jinx uploaded a few of the tracks from this semi-failed EP to his primary channel, in an effort to prove that he was more than just the man that watched other people's content. However, this didn't really work out in his favour, and people began to realise quickly that there were sections of copyrighted music in these tracks. Essentially, what Jinx had done is illegally sampled parts of pre-existing copyrighted music into his own work. Just let that sink in for a moment. Just stop for just a moment and really think about that. The man accused of content theft had illegally sampled pre-existing music into his own music. Just beautifully ironic. Shortly after this, the tracks were either taken down by the DMCA or deleted by Jinx himself, and while I can't confirm this, I'm pretty confident it was around this time that Jinx's secondary music channel also began to decline, so make of that what you will. It's funny to think that Jinx's reaction videos are what triggered his channel's prime. However, it's also what ended it, and started what inevitably would lead to his channel's downfall. By the start of 2016, even though Jinx's channel was still growing, he was in a very compromised position. A lot of people knew his name, but not for good reasons. Essentially, he had lost the respect of the wider YouTube community, and I think it was this, more than anything else, that really damaged Jinx and led to his channel's decline. In my eyes, Jinx's decline starts in 2016, even though he continued to grow for the entirety of that year. However, this growth is so slow it's almost unnoticeable and nothing compared to the success he'd had the previous year. And this is because a lot of people that once would have clicked on his videos casually now knew not to and deliberately avoided him because of the amount of controversy he'd got himself involved in. So in an effort to leave all this drama and controversy in 2015, Jinx announced in January 2016 that he would be giving up making reaction videos. He'd no longer do them, and for the next 8 months or so he stuck to his words and made different content that was, well, just as shit as all his other stuff. Putting aside the quality though, these videos didn't really do well anyway, partly because by this point in time Jinx had a terrible reputation. However, it's also because Jinx had managed to typecast himself. He was the reaction guy, and any traffic his channel got was from reaction videos, and therefore any video he made that wasn't a reaction video would do considerably worse. When Jinx stopped making reaction videos in January 2016, his views took a massive nosedive. Only a handful of his videos even managed to surpass 100,000 views, and the average video only managed to get 10 to 20,000, sometimes even less. And for a channel of over 1 million subscribers, there's some pretty shocking views. Despite trying to turn over a new leaf though, Jinx didn't really help himself. At the same time as all of this, also January 2016, Jinx got himself involved in a Twitter feud with iDubbbz following the content cop he dropped in December 2015. That's probably not a good idea to begin with, but then, after iDubbbz ironically suggested a boxing match, Jinx unironically agreed. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, is he? DJ Killer Keemstar quickly stuck his big gnomey nose into the situation again and organised a date for the boxing match, March the 4th, 2016. iDubbbz made a couple more videos ridiculing Jinx, and then Jinx puttied out of the boxing match, never showing up. Following this, there was no more controversy around Jinx. However, it was already far too late by this point. Jinx was essentially damaged beyond repair, and after a few more months of his views slowly going downwards, Jinx finally turned back to making reaction videos in August of 2016. And Jinx is still making reaction videos today. They make up about 70% of his channel's uploads, and the reaction videos are exactly the same as all his reaction videos always have been. No effort, no entertainment value, and not an ounce of creativity on them. The difference now though is that Jinx isn't getting any success from these reaction videos. In fact, him continuing to make them is probably the reason his channel is now completely stagnant and slowly losing subscribers. The Jinx controversy managed to change the way people see fair use. It was the perfect example of the difference between fair use transformative content and content theft. And now, thanks to that whole controversy, people won't really stand for reaction videos like Jinx's anymore. Now is probably a good point to mention YouTube's content ID system. Now, I know it's not a perfect system, I know a lot of people give it shit, God knows I have, but it has single-handedly managed to nerf YouTubers like Jinx. Nowadays, it is considerably harder to make any kind of success or money from content like Jinx's, because the content ID system will either claim your video instantly or just straight up remove it. One of the reasons for the content ID system's introduction was the Jinx controversy. His second channel, Jinx Reload, was already declining by the start of 2016, and it still is today. In one final bid to try and revive this channel, Jinx gave it a complete makeover at the end of 2017. It's now called Sky Crew, and it's a vlogging channel for Jinx and his daughter. All uploads from before January 2018 have been deleted, and it now consists of weird short videos of Jinx and his daughter doing stuff. I wouldn't recommend any of it. I think I've made it quite clear by this point how bad Jinx is at vlogs, and the ones on this channel are no better. And as of July the 15th, 2018, this channel has had no uploads and has been completely abandoned. In September 2018, Jinx set up a third YouTube channel. It's called Jinx the Rebel, and it's solely for his music. It's likely a replacement for the Sky Crew YouTube channel he abandoned, and it's only got about 7,000 subscribers at the moment. Much like the main channel, Jinx the Rebel has extremely sporadic views. Some of the videos only get a few hundred, others will get upwards of 10,000. And I think Jinx the Rebel is a good insight into the amount of dead subscribers that Jinx really has. Yes, his main channel has got 1.7 million subscribers, but I would wager that 90 to 95% of those subscribers aren't active. If all the Jinx channel subscribers were active and constantly supporting the content, it would likely only have as many subscribers as the Jinx the Rebel channel. Nowadays, Jinx's main YouTube channel is slowly bleeding subscribers, and his views aren't much better. On average, his uploads get between 1,000 and 20,000 views, and these figures, despite being sporadic, are also going down. While there is a small chance of future success for Jinx's music channel, I think it's safe to assume by this point that Jinx's main channel is heading for the grave.
Now, we scan for
Moocake.
perceptions of
Jinx.
Scan hard. He's dead to me.
Everything's dead to you.
What?
Nothing.
Read it and weep, bitch.
So there we are, ladies, gentlemen, and Tyrannosaurus Rexes. That was another episode of Retrospect. I never script the outros for my Retrospect. I simply can't be bothered. It's been a while since I've done a Retrospect. Pretty sure this is the 5th one I've done now, but I've taken a break from it in the last couple of months or so to try out some new stuff, namely this and this. But I'm back on the Retrospects now. I've already got my next one planned. I know exactly who I'm doing it on, but I'm not going to tell you who yet. I've also got a couple of commentary videos planned and in the works, one of which is going to be really long. In more recent times, I've really gotten into making longer videos. I really enjoy dedicating more time to much longer length videos, let's say 30 minutes or longer. I just enjoy being able to go more in depth on a topic, you know, to flesh something out more, or even if it's just to make a joke or a meme more elaborate. I enjoy having more time in a video to kind of flesh things out that I want to. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind making shorter videos. I appreciate that they're necessary, and to be fair, without them, my YouTube schedule would be even worse than it already is. It's just sometimes shorter videos can be a little bit restricting because you're on a time budget, you can't make the video too long, and so you kind of have to skim over stuff, or you can't do as much stuff as you initially planned. And that's why I've really gotten into making longer videos recently, and as far as I'm aware, people do seem to be enjoying these longer videos, and I do massively appreciate that. I know that sounds like pandering, I know everyone on this site says that at this point, but I do massively appreciate the support towards these longer videos because I am really enjoying making them, so thanks very much for that. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough at this point, so thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for watching the whole way through as well. If you have, that means a lot to me. Any support you can throw this video, a like, a subscribe, a share, whatever, it's all massively appreciated. It does really mean a lot to me, so thanks very much for that. And with that all said and done, kids, I'm off to go and react to my lack of a social life. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next hecking video.